Well, hi there. Welcome. Sit. Do I have something on my face? I'm joking. It's a little joke, a little icebreaker that we like to tell. Yeah. Oh, no. You are in the right place. This is therapy. And I am happy to be your therapist. No, you come to the right place. Don't judge a book by its cover, by all means. That would be very rude. It's what's on the inside that counts, isn't it? We're here to heal, talk about our inner child. As you can tell, I am very in touch with my inner child. The goal is to help you get in touch with your inner child as well. And we can heal together and blossom in a cornucopia of self-actualization. It sounds close to self-flagellation, doesn't it? I'm not gonna lie, the two are sort of related. So, as we begin, you, me, gal like you and girl like me, as we begin this session, let's just start with a nice, calming, relaxing breath together, shall we? Oh, that was very good. That was a good breath. Let's do one more calming breath together. Good. I can feel the healing happening as we speak. So this is your first therapy session with me. It's wonderful to meet you. And what's your name? Oh, pleasure to meet you. And your date of birth. And what city were you born in? And what's your favorite color? And how do you feel about pineapple on your pizza? Yay or nay? It's very important. And let's see what else. When you take a shower, do you wash your face first, or your hair first, or your body first? That's the right answer. Good. And now the real question. Tell me about your relationship with your father. Oh, did I strike a nerve? You know, it's so funny. I can tell you, my father was a bit of a drinker, and he wasn't always there. In fact, one might call him a bit of an absentee father. It's always been amazing to me how low the bar on fathers is. Father holds his child's hand crossing the street. They want to build a statue of him. Like, look at him go. But I'm not really here to talk about my father. I'm here to talk about your father. And so, if you can describe your father in one word, what would that word be? That's interesting. you describe one word to paint me a picture of relationship between you and your mother, what would that word be? Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm fascinated. Fascinated by that. Now, if you would like, which I would like very much, can we be serious for a moment? Can we drop the act, you and me? Look at me. Look at me. Let's not pretend that this isn't a little awkward, okay? I'm over here trying to break the ice, trying to make it a little easier for you and me, and I would appreciate a little respect. I don't think that's too much to ask. In fact, I don't think it's at all too much to ask. I think that if I show you a little respect, and if you show me a little respect, that we can actually build this relationship and create some healthy connections. Okay. Anything you want to know about me? Makeup? No, of course I'm wearing makeup. The reason is, if I'm being honest, is it's a protection mechanism. It's a way for me to hide my own personal fears, and it's a way to protect my own inner child. You see, when I was a boy, I just wanted to make people laugh. I just really wanted people to like me. I wanted to make people smile. But I was a little small as a young man. Bullied pretty mercilessly. And one day, I decided that I wouldn't be bullied anymore. I made a choice. Well, I wasn't going to take it. And so one day, one of the meaner bullies was following me home after school. He's taunting me. He pushed me. Well, I fell down. I actually hit my face pretty hard on the concrete, and my lip was bleeding, and my nose was scratched, and I turned around and shoved a pencil in his eye. Now, that was what you might call a defining moment. And, well, no, you don't go to jail when you're 11 years old and you do something. They really kind of brushed it off. They explained it away. This poor child was so bullied, was just reading. They whitewashed the whole situation. I think I did a little bit of time in juvie, not even really. But then, when they found out about my father, well, that was a recipe for disaster. So, off to foster care I went. And, I don't know if you're aware of this, but, foster care is not always known for the greatest people. And, well, I didn't last in my first foster home. It didn't take long to get kicked out of there. And on to the next one, and the next one. And eventually, I thought, why not therapy? Why not help people? And so, here we sit. Now, how old were you when you first masturbated? No, I'm not being serious. I don't really care. I just wanted to see if you would answer me or not. No. Let's see. Do you remember the first time you found out about the birds and the bees? Again, not relevant. Okay, I don't feel like we're getting very far, you and me. Right. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what. Is there? Let's put your knees flat on the ground with me. Hey, look at me. Put your feet flat on the ground. Put your hands on your knees. Good. Now, I'm just gonna relax you and me for a moment. You and me, we're just gonna sit here. Okay. I assume there's something you want to work on. Why you came to see me. Anger issues, anxiety. Okay. Well, I can relate to those. Is there anything in particular that you want to get off your chest? Well, you want to know a weird little secret? Is that anger is always a mask for vulnerability. Isn't that strange? You don't believe me? Okay, think about this. Anger is always a mask for vulnerability. So, anytime you find yourself wanting to lash out, is it because you felt unsafe? No? Oh, it's because somebody upset you. Oh, okay. Well, why did they upset you? Was it because you were in danger? That's right. Was it because you didn't feel protected? That's right, you were scared. And when we're scared, we fight, freeze, or flee. Now, you don't look much like a freezer to me. No, you look like a fighter, don't you? You're a fighter. Okay, good. And the reason you're fighting, and the reason you're always angry, I'm gonna get really real with you here. Are you ready? The reason you're so angry all the time is because you're so scared. You think I'm lying? Okay. Okay, let's really look into it. When you're angry, the angriest, someone's in danger, aren't they? That's right, either you're in danger or they're in danger. Someone's in danger. And your anger, your rage, is a way of protecting yourself. It's a way of keeping that soft, delicate, beautiful inner you safe, is by your ego getting angry, getting rage, and destroying something or someone. It's because you're scared. We can all relate to fear. I can relate to being bullied. I'm sure you have been bullied. Almost everybody's been bullied at some time. That's the cruel joke about bullies, is that they themselves were horribly bullied, usually by, guess who? Their fathers. That's right. Like I said, the bar for fathers is very incredibly low. And so you get this repeating pattern of a father being cruel and mean to a child, being absent, being abusive, maybe being a drinker, maybe being an addict of some kind. There's chaos in the house. And where there's chaos in the house, one person must create stability. And that might have been you. But for some people, when they get wailed on by their father, you don't know how to handle that until they go out and they wail on somebody smaller than they are. But every time you could go back to that bully's home and childhood, and you could see that poor bully as a 5 or 7 or 9-year-old. I just about bet my life that every single time what you would find is a poor, sad, scared, lonely child who doesn't know how to handle their own fears, their own sense of inadequacy. And so instead of creating relationships, they create a need to dominate other people in a desperate attempt to make themselves feel better. The weird, cruel irony is that dominating other people and bullying other people doesn't actually make you feel better. It doesn't raise your cup of happiness and contentness. It actually makes more hatred and more anger. And this cycle just continues, and as the bully bullies, they feel worse and worse about themselves, and they're creating a world around them of more and more hate. And that hate grows and grows like a seed, like a little plant that just grows and grows and grows until eventually somebody gets a pencil in the eye. And it all really goes downhill after that. Is that what happened to you too? Yeah. I can relate. Well, you like the Beatles? I love the Beatles. That's amazing, in a very short period of time. It was like 6 years. They went from I Want to Hold Your Hand to, Sgt. Pepper and Glass Onion, and quite a journey. But one thing that they said that's actually weirdly true: all you need is love. Ra-da-da-da-da-da. All you need is love. And the weird irony is that it's true. Yeah, the more hate you hold on to, the angrier you get, the more resentment, the more revenge you crave. I can tell you, I have hurt several people, and I can tell you, not one time did it ever truly make me better. Now, I'm not gonna lie and say that parts of it weren't satisfying in the moment, but in the end, it's not what's brought me joy. So, I just invite you, as we wind down, you go back to your cell and think about what you did, and ponder and meditate over our little healing time together. That anger is a mask for vulnerability. That the more angry you are, the more scared a part of you actually is. And that, in the end, hatred can never heal. And then the more we can let go of our anger, the more we can forgive, the better our life is. But that's just what I say. Alright. Well, you've been a great patient. Is there anything else you want to discuss? Call that good for the day. Alright, well, I'd say this was very successful. I think we should schedule another time together, you and me, where we can delve into some more deep issues. Yeah. How you played with your first Barbie dolls, and whether or not your G.I. Joes had pants. These are all the important questions. We'll see you real soon. Au revoir. That was progress. I feel like we had a real breakthrough.